Welcome to the fourth installment of Whitless, Walt. Not sure if this is going to become a trend or not, but I've got my geeky shirt on for today. It is Link's Lawn Service. Yep, rupees accepted. Because that grass is not going to cut itself, but it will grow if you walk indoors and come back out. Today I want to talk about betas and the pre-order culture we live in. Some betas give you a great feeling of the game and make you really excited, and I am one of these to go out and pre-order the game. Halo Reach beta was good. I'm not going to call it the most amazing beta ever, but it gave you a good taste of the game. It functioned. And they listened to the feedback. Like, as soon as Halo Reach came out, there were so many tweaks and twists that were mentioned by beta users that they changed it and made it, they actually did something with the beta, not just, oh, marketing stunt, here's a beta. Or most recently, we've had Titanfall's pre-alpha technical test. It's a beta. Don't let them the pre-alpha mess. It's coming out in a month or so. It's a beta. But the one I want to talk about mainly today is Battlefield 1. I just recently played the beta, and while it was fun, and whenever it worked, I had a blast playing. It had a really good feel. The game, bullets flying by, riding a horse into combat against tanks. Like, I even got this really awesome moment riding the horse. And there's a Jeep, and I just toss a grenade over into the Jeep and take out both guys. It was a lot of fun. But the way that the UI and the menu system works in this game right now in the beta is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I paused the game during my time playing the beta. I counted a minute and a half before the pause menu popped up. I'm like, okay, that was a long time. And then I decided, let me switch my audio options and invert my controllers. Yes, I'm one of those. Sorry, if you're not. Hooray if you are. And it took another 30 seconds to move from the main option button to controls. 30 seconds. Now, I understand this game's not optimized yet. I understand this game's not out yet, but that does not bode well. When I first got into the Conquest mode of Battlefield 1, every single time I spawned, I had no weapons. No weapons at all. I couldn't melee. I couldn't shoot. I didn't have a secondary. I had nothing. I just ran around and played pacifist. It was fun for the first round, and then I got tired of it. And luckily, I could spawn in on a vehicle or horse, and you'd have the weapon while you were there. The moment you got out of the vehicle, or the horse even, got off the horse even, there was no weapon. So that was fun. And then I got kicked out of games constantly, and it was just a mess to like party up and find matches with friends. EA's Titanfall, while it was kind of complicated to get the process going to get friends involved, once it worked, it worked. So it wasn't that big of a deal. But this one, oh my gosh. So yeah, once the game played, it was fine. It was a fun game to play. But given the launch of Battlefield 4, think back, wasn't that long ago that the Battlefield 4 launch happened. Now let that sit in your mind as you play this Battlefield 1 beta and not make you consider getting rid of your pre-order. If you had the collector's edition, please go to your go at least downgrade to the base edition. This game's going to be good. I'm not sure if it's going to be good when it launches. Sorry, EA, that's my take. On to pre-orders themselves. These are the bane of the video game industry, in my opinion. Pre-order bonuses. pre-orders digitally, pre-order, if you have to pre-order at GameStop to get this. You have to pre-order at Best Buy to get this. Walmart to get this. Amazon pre-order to get this, and then we take it away from you because we ended up not getting the rights to get that. Pre-orders just cause a mess and of things that you've paying $60 for a game that you don't even know if it's going to be good. This game may launch and it stinks and it's nothing like what they promised it was. Looking at you, No Man's Sky. All right, No Man's Sky. I'll tout that up to Sony put a little too much hype into that game, made it seem like a AAA game when it wasn't. There was like 10 people working on this game. So it gets a slight pass, but Sony, bad job describing what this game was. That one's on you. But this pre-order culture where you're paying $60 for a game that you don't even know it's good, or at least good when it launches, let the game launch. Look to see how well it's doing. Look to see even if your friends are getting it. And then decide if you want to pay $60 or wait a couple months to drop down to $50 to $45, $30, and eventually free for PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Gold. Now, one caveat, and I will admit that I have done this. I've pre-ordered games several times, but I have pre-ordered a recent DLC coming out. Yes, I have pre-ordered my Destiny Rise of Iron, but I really want that Iron Gallahorn. But that's DLC. I know the game works, so I'm hoping the DLC works. I have a little bit more to go on. A little bit, just a small amount to go on. But still, be careful with pre-orders. That's all I gotta tell you. Don't get shafted by a game that you don't even like, that doesn't even come anywhere close to what was sold to you before you've even critics have had a chance to play it. So don't pre-order for the most part. We're going to end with a Walt Whitman quote today, not a full-fledged poem. We're getting back to Walt Whitman. Last week we had a little sidetrack, but we're getting back to Walt Whitman. Very short quote. And I believe this every day of my life. I have amazing... Well, let me just read you the quote. I no doubt deserved my enemies, but I don't believe I deserved my friends. That is very true. If you have good friends, be thankful for it. Be thankful that you have people that love to hang out with you and you love to hang out with them. So yeah, I'm thankful every day for friends and great friends, and I definitely did not deserve them. Good night, guys. I put a poopy bag in my back pocket when I walked my dog.